Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was a famous composer, as we all know. However, not everybody knows his interest in poop, which wasn't exclusively private, but something he placed explicitly in his compositions. These songs were published after Mozart's death, with Baudelaireized lyrics. Here are some examples. Lass froh und sein, Let Us Be Joyful, which was originally titled Leck mich im Arsch, Lick Me in the Arse, was composed in the 1780s. Another one was Nichts labt mich mehr als Wein, Nothing pleases me more than wine, which was Leck mir den Arsch fein recht schön sauber, Lick my arse right well and clean. Here are the lyrics. Lick my arse nicely, lick it nice and clean, lick my arse. That's a greasy desire, nicely buttered, like the licking of roast meat, my daily activity. 3 will lick more than 2. Come on, just try it and lick, lick, lick. Everybody lick their arse for themselves. Other songs instead appear as word jokes, like Difficile lectu mihi Mars, which contains the lyrics Difficile lectu mihi Mars, et ioni q difficile. The words seem in Latin, but it's a bilingual pun using German and Italian, so that when they are sung, they resemble Leck du mi im Arsch, lick me in the arse in English. The second pun is based on the Latin word ionique, whose syllables may be heard as the Italian word coglioni, meaning balls, testicles. The line thus translates as, "It is difficult to lick my arse and balls." Bona Nox, instead, originally contained the following lyrics. Good night, shit in your bed and make it burst. Good night, sleep tight, and stick your ass to your mouth. Scatological references, however, can also be found in some of Mozart's letters he exchanged with his cousin, Maria Anna Thekla Mozart, a probable love interest, one of which ends with the following. By the love of my skin, I shit on your nose so it runs down your chin. But also, letters directed to Mozart's own family, specifically his father Leopold, his mother Anna Maria, and his sister Nannerl, contain scatological references that resemble some lines contained in Bona Nox. It was estimated that 39 of Mozart's letters contain scatological passages. However, it remains a mystery why Mozart decided to include these peculiar compositions in the catalog of his personal works. But he left out some more neutral works. And it's curious as well about his interest in poop, which may have been misread today because of a cultural and time gap. Although we might consider such vulgarity more offensive or weird today, in the 18th century, scatological humor was more public and accepted than nowadays. Some suggest an influence by the Italian commedia dell'arte and by the character of the Hanswurst, a coarse and robust character who would entertain his audience by pretending to eat large and unlikely objects and then defecating them. Another interpretation suggests a political reading where the vulgarity of scatological popular theater was a reaction to the refined culture imposed from above. One of Mozart's letters describes aristocrats in scatological terms, identifying them as the Duchess Smackarse, the Countess Pleasurepisser, the Princess Stinkmess, and the 2 Prince Potbelly von Pigdick. According to folklorist and cultural anthropologist Alan Dundas, the interest in or tolerance for scatological matters is a specific trait of German national culture, explaining that there are several texts in German folklore concerning scatology, including works from Martin Luther, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, and Heinrich Heine, for example. And their peculiar toilet is another piece of evidence. Instead, from today's point of view, read Mozart's scatological interest due to psychological pathologies such as infantilism, coprophilia, and Tourette syndrome, but all these theories were widely criticized. Even Mozart's mother used this kind of language, and in a letter to her husband, she wrote, Addio, ben mio. Keep well, my love. Into your mouth, your arse you'll shove. I wish you good night, my dear, but first, shit in your bed and make it burst. So, in short, we can assume those expressions were part of the cultural humor of that time, and not something restricted to Mozart himself or the youth's colloquial language. Anyway, it's strange how some taboos were less rigid in the past than today. And it is the same for some habits, such as pooping together, which used to happen in the Roman latrines, something that is considered shameful today.